All right, let's do a podcast. How about it?
Okay. Anyway, let's hear it one more time for the Vegas gang. Okay, now I first started listening to podcasts in 2005 when the iTunes began supporting it. And like many of you, I'm sure, I went to the Find iTunes Power Search feature and typed in various topics of interest, just music or sports or whatever. And when I did a search for Vegas, I saw this one show that was called Vegas S&M, and I'm thinking, what's this? And I'm at work, and so I look around to see if the coast is clear, and I click on the link, and so you can imagine my disappointment when the graphics showed two guys, and I thought, I get it. This is a couple of drunk, knuckle-dragging frat boys talking about strip clubs and the ultra lounge scene that was just starting to pick up at the time. But new podcasts were being added so quickly, so every couple of months I'd do this again. And I don't remember when it was, but I saw this one show that was called The Strip. And so I click on that, and I say, oh, that graphic looks very familiar. But I guess that week they had a guest who was big enough for me to think that my initial description was wrong, and also somebody that I was interested in learning about. And my guess it was probably Steve Wynn. And so I listened, and I can't imagine why, after hearing one of Steve's throwdowns with Steve Wynn, that anybody would ever want to listen again. Those aren't interesting in the least, But anyway, I realized that I was wrong in what I thought about the show. And it's funny because I grew up on the South Shore of Long Island, and I was a frequent target for bullies because I was this bookish, wise-ass little Jewish kid. And this continued for much of my childhood and is largely responsible for the sunny disposition I have today. And part of the problem was that I had two older sisters. And so I didn't have, what I needed was an older brother, somebody who could back me up and defend me and protect me, against these people. So one day, as I'm, removing yet another Band-Aid, I thought that if I couldn't have an older brother, what I needed was a younger brother to take the heat off of me, and it would help if he were not only smarter than I was, but also gay. So to the guys who were beating me up, I would look better by comparison, and he would take the heat off of me. Little did I know, but over on the North Shore of Long Island, such a person existed in the form of Steve Freeze. A few weeks ago, we were emailing each other about the show, and we realized that we had never actually met before, even though we grew up about 20 miles apart, at roughly the same time with a very similar upbringing. And if I could remember the names of people that I knew who lived in his town, I'm sure he'd probably know who they were. And he and I are both writers, although here's the whole smarter thing for you. He went to Northwestern, and I live near Northwestern. And in the intro, I was talking about podcasts bringing together people of different backgrounds. But here's a situation where the medium has brought together two people from similar backgrounds, but who otherwise want to know each other. But as great as Steve's interviews are, the strip wouldn't be the same without Miles, who not only obviously takes great joy in deflating Steve at every opportunity, but he also brings a producer's professionalism to the show. And if you've ever listened to the live stream, you know that he can unleash a string of profanities that I am just in awe of.
Thank you very much.
And I'm really looking forward to finally seeing this dynamic in person. And so here they are right now, Steve Freeze, Miles Strip, and a great actor who I'm a huge fan of, not just from A Bronx Tale, but also the great Woody Allen movie Bullets Over Broadway. Mr. Chaz Palminteri, ladies and gentlemen, The Strip.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dave. I kept thinking as he was saying more about Steve, there wasn't going to be anything about me, so that was nice. I appreciate that.